as we spoke the other day, gentlemen, regarding the whole Tommy DeVito thing and the whole Donnie thing that we discussed. You guys remember that? We said we'd prefer speaking to Vito, see what he wants to do about all that. Vito's got a couple more concerns regarding some things that have been festering. A lot of resentment going on between people. So Vito, I know you've had a couple conversations with some of your boys. If you want, just lay it down, I guess.
Okay. Well, it's a little bit uncomfortable for me to be talking about this. This was kind of laid on me yesterday. I was not expecting any of this. It's out of the blue for me a little bit. I guess that's on me. But look, at the moment, I feel like I'm a little bit, maybe it's my own dooming with all this, but I feel like I'm a little bit on trial at the moment with my captaincy and all that. This whole issue is it's a little bit mind-blowing, to be honest. I don't know if Lucci told him the full story with Tommy DeVito and all that, but there was an issue with Tommy DeVito. I called him out on his bad comms. I kicked him off a job, and then next thing I know, he's accusing me of favoritism with Queenie and then not paying attention to other people, and then that escalated as well with Sakura. Sakura's also telling me some shit, and then Donnie's telling me some shit, and apparently Mateo is feeling some way, and then Lucia's feeling some way, and it's just all one big goddamn mess, literally overnight. I don't really know where it's all coming from. I haven't spoken to Mateo. I did speak to Lucia, clarified some things with her. She's not leaving with anything or for any reason related to any of this. So I really do think most of this is coming from Tommy and partially from Donnie as well. But yeah, I feel like this is obviously, you guys hear about something like this. The three of you hear about something like this, and the first questions you guys are going to have are about me and my competency as a captain. So here I stand, basically, with that issue. I understand this is obviously raising questions. I'd like to clarify it, and I think the best way to clear, I guess, clear this all up is if you guys address it, and I sit off to the side and simply observe as people tell you how they feel, what they think, their opinion of me, their evaluation of me as a captain, whether I am doing this or that, tell you their reasoning. Because if I tell you my side of things, I'm going to tell you the absolute truth. Yeah, I feel like this is all absolutely absurd. So
yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what their opinion is. What's going on with DeVito?
Well, DeVito's Lucci were there. He got upset with the whole comms thing, and then he kind of burst out in this thing where he's like telling me that I'm not listening to his ideas, and I'm favoring Queenie over everybody else, and prioritizing her ideas and things like that. Which, look, I will say I have been focusing on Queenie quite a bit. She's the person that I'm relying on.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. To clarify, I mean, I'm assuming she's going to be your enforcer. Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with that. Has anything progressed since your last altercation with DeVito?
Nope.
What do you feel like doing with DeVito?
Yeah, what's
like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you feel like? Like, what is your standpoint on that?
Well, my punishment to him has already been issued. I took him off the job, and I'm putting him on smaller jobs until he's proven himself that he can keep a level head and keep communication up during those smaller jobs, right? That's pretty much what I had in mind. That's what got him pissed off in the first place, I think. I don't really have anything else in mind with that. My biggest issue with all of this, to be honest, is the whole thing with Queenie. I don't understand that. I don't understand where that's coming from. When I asked him examples of like what I was dismissing from him and prioritizing Queenie over, he mentioned this whole helicopter thing. I don't know if you guys have heard about that, but it's absolutely ridiculous. It's absurd.
Yeah, I mean,
so I don't really know. And he's also under Sakura, not me, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like bullshit from their end. Regardless whether you're right or wrong, you're the captain. You got to listen, right? Donnie as well. I mean, the thing is, we've already seen this from Donnie, right? Mm-hmm. With other situations, so it's not surprising. Has it gotten worse? Like, what's going on with Donnie?
So Donnie brought up to me a couple of weeks ago how he was kind of concerned that he wasn't being noticed in the way he wanted to be noticed. He was kind of just looked at as the moonshine guy, the guy that brings in $1 million a week and so on and so forth. I think this all came as a result of, well, number one, the promotions of Martin and Sakura, and then number two, the announcement of additional ranks that are, were going to be at some point given to some people, right? So I think he took all that and he came to me and he was like, hey, I don't want to be known as a moonshine guy. I want to shine in other aspects and all that. But then the very next day, he went back on that. And so I was kind of left a little bit confused as to what I should do with that. Because the next day, he was like, no, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm good where I am. No problem at all. So it was a little bit confusing. This whole thing with Tommy, when it took off, Tommy talked to Donnie, and then Donnie kind of latched onto that at the same time to bring up the same issue, that he was just kind of not being taken into account. That's what he felt like. And then he also kind of agreed with the whole Queenie thing. He's just kind of latching on with the whole Tommy thing is the thing with Donnie.
Okay. Shit. I mean, brother, you handle it the way you want to handle that. You know what I mean? I don't even know what to tell you. It's DeVito, Tommy, or DeVito and Donnie are great. They're great for the crew. They just need to be be put in their fucking place. Quite frankly,
Vito,
that's kind of my opinion on it. You know what I mean? Now, if you want to kill them, I think that's obviously something that needs to be talked about. But anything else, it's
I think
precisely why we're having a meet, right? If that's an option, Vito, then you got to bring it up now. Otherwise, probably best handle this on your own.
Remember, you are the captain. We choose. We love the crew, but we don't give a fuck what the others think. Like, or else we would choose somebody else, right? We choose you because when we choose a captain, you ask her for permission, but you straight up have permission to do anything. And the truth to be told, maybe next time something like that happens, you break their fucking kneecap on the spot, brother. A lot of people will yap till you put them down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a crew. It's not a high school. And I know you're a fucking very capable guy. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if people, like look at us dons, right? We might, yell at each other, blah, blah, blah. But front of people, right? If, let's say, like me and Luciano fighting, or Lang, that's okay. But if somebody comes in and say, yeah, fuck you, Speedy, I'd break his fucking kneecap on the spot. You see what I'm saying? And I know that's how we should operate. But right now, if you want to do something against these people, tell us right now, brother.
I mean, I'll have to think about it. With regard to Donnie, I such a difficult situation to deal with. I'll find a way to deal with that. With Tommy, I already, like I said, my punishment is demoting him from the main crew that's doing the Maze Bank. That's pretty much it. The rest I'd have to discuss with Sakura.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think you handle it. Obviously, if it comes to killing anything like that, we got to talk about it. But anyway, on the way, brother, put them in their fucking place. And if they lash out, act even worse, it just shows us they're not cut out for this shit, right? These are things we want to see from them as well. The follow structure and authority and ranks. If they can't do that, they're not cut out for this fucking crew. I don't give a fuck. They earn $10 million a week.
Yeah.
Get rid of them. We got rid of our best fucking earner on this planet. The fucking best fucking worker I've ever met in my life. With a fat ass neck. We got rid of him. Anybody's disposable, brother.
I understand.
My boy!
Rest in peace.
Fucking dead now. And the rest of these motherfuckers can join him, okay? That's why when we buy them in, we make you guys fucking jump into the Cypress waters. That's where you're starting, and you can go right back there if you want, motherfucker. You tell these motherfuckers that. You get in line or you get out.
If you need to just bring them to the Cypress water and fucking drown them, you know what I mean? Be like, do you want to stay down there or you want to get the fuck up and have an actual chance? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Up, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's black or white, Vito. It's black or white. You tell them they had to listen to you or they're dead. Simple as that. None of this high school shit.
Okay, listen, I want to say they're dead. I would frame that in a way where you want to frame that. You are the captain of this crew. You don't have to do it the way Luciano's going to do it. You don't have to do it the way I'm going to do it or Arush. You do it the way you want to do it, but just get it done.
Yeah, look, I think we're all on the same page there. I also expressed this to you yesterday, Luch. I'm not here to babysit people and shit like that.
Exactly.
But then another issue was brought up that I think is worth mentioning. And Sakura told me this as well, that she felt like people were simply not going to speak up to me about this issue. That I don't know. Again,
that's some high school shit. You got to cut it out. You got to cut it out from them. You got to cut it out from these motherfuckers. You tell them to get in line or shit's going to fucking happen. Because you got to cut that shit out.
Okay, but then all right. What do I do with that request that people, want to be heard and whatnot? I mean, what am I supposed to do with that?
Tell them, fuck them. You want to be heard? You want to be heard?
About it?
Tell me what your fucking problems are and move on. This ain't a fucking high school. They all know this. This ain't fucking therapy.
All right, okay.
Tell them to file a complaint form. We'll get back to them in a couple months.
Exactly. We're not here for the fucking bullshit. We're not here for the fucking bullshit.
Sounds good. All right. I'll deal with it. No problem.
All right, brother.
All right, brother.
Good stuff, Vito.
Go do your thing, all right? Good shit. Don't get shot.
Vito,
Yes, sir.
take this.
Oof, thank you.
Put it on. Let me check. That's the fucking captain. Take care of the problems, Capitano.
Oh, goddamn.
Take care of it, Capitano. I believe in you.
Oh boy. All right. I appreciate this, Aruch. Thank you.
No problem, of course.
All right, gentlemen. I appreciate your time.
Buona fortuna.
Grazie. Ciao, ciao.
I'm gonna keep a fucking closer eye to Donnie. Because, you know, his name have come up a lot now.
It's been coming up a lot. It's been coming up a lot.
It's coming up a lot.
Yeah.
Because I remember, because, you know, a lot of people think I just kush and I forget that that's not the case. I remember I remember the laddie situation, right? Where it felt like he got left behind. Then after that, we had the gun situation where he's like, you know, he was fucking desperate for guns, you know what I mean? Even though I gave him, you know, he still lost it and he was still fucking crying and desperate about it. And now we have like, then he isolated himself and does moonshine all day. Nobody asked him to do it. He does it. Don't want to communicate with the crew. And now he want to step out and then not step up. And now he's saying he's not getting noticed. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I want to keep an eye on him and, you know, like, captains aside, if we need to, maybe just take him out. You know what I'm saying? Potentially. I'm going to keep an eye, like, I spend next week to keep a fucking closer eye on him. You know what I'm saying? See what the fuck he's doing, eh?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, Tommy DeVito as well can be very problematic. I mean, these are very problematic red flags, brother.
The Vito comes and goes, right? So I never see the Vito constantly coming around. But like Donnie does come around constantly. So that's at least like a big eye to keep on.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen. DeVito's gonna be joining Mateo real fucking soon. I already see it coming. I'm gonna call it out here, right there, right now. The Donnie situation, I'm hopefully can get improved, but he's just gotta get his shit together. But you're right. I mean, it's starting to get out of hand.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, man. This meeting was very good for me from like to see Vito's angle. Anybody fucking talking shit, I'm gonna fucking take care of it personally about that. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, it was very good eye opening because I didn't like, you know, I didn't like that people are, you know, like he felt like I didn't like the part, like, you know, I know we always shit talk, blah blah blah, this and that, but I didn't like the part that he felt like he had to like get people to talk to us about him and his ability. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like, you know,
yeah, well,
you can be a fucking yeah. You can be a clown. If I promote you, I promoted you. I don't give a fuck about others' opinions, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's, you know, I'm not saying he's a clown, by the way. I'm just saying, like, you know, like as an example.
Yep.
Okay. Good stuff, guys.
All right.
Anything else?
People gotta respect the captains. It is what it is. If they don't do it, they get out. It doesn't matter who the fuck they are. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck if I pick the worst captain in the fucking world. I picked the motherfucker. You respect them.
Yeah, I agree on that one.